Hi once again everyone, it's the segment we call Wilhelm's Weather Why. This is the video in which we take a look at one particular subject. We kind of take a deep dive into a weather topic, a climate topic, astronomy, just general science. If you have any great ideas for this video, pass them along to me via email or on social media. I'd love to hear what you think. We're going to talk about some of the more dubious weather folklore items out there, and also some of the ones that have some truth to them. And we'll start with one that has some truth to it. It's the old saying, red sky in the morning, sailor take warning, red sky at night, sailor's delight. There's actually some truth to this, and this is why. Of course, in the morning, the sun is in the eastern sky, and in North America, most of our weather moves from west to east. So in the morning, with the sun over here in the east, it is illuminating those clouds on the western horizon, and storm motion from west to east means chances are precipitation may be heading in that direction at some point during the day. So the sun scatters that light off the clouds, and typically, again, that means that those clouds are moving in our direction, and that means precipitation could be moving in. The opposite is true, red sky at night, sailor's delight. Why is this? Well, in the evening, of course, the sun is in the western sky. If it's illuminating clouds in the eastern sky, a lot of times those clouds are moving away from us. Again, most of our weather moves from west to east, so if the weather is moving away from us and illuminating the tops of those clouds, fair weather may be moving in. And so, again, there's actually some truth to that one. This is one that I did not hear of growing up. This is one that I just heard of more recently. There's a belief out there that a cup of coffee may be something you can use to predict the weather. Why is that? Well, if the bubbles in your coffee cup collect near the center, there's a belief that that means high pressure is overhead, and typically high pressure brings fair weather. If those bubbles in your coffee cup are more scattered towards the edges of the cup, some believe that that means low pressure is in the vicinity, and low pressure, of course, typically brings us unsettled weather. This is one of those items of weather folklore that I think is pretty unlikely to have much truth to it, but there are some who believe that you can predict the weather based on the bubbles in your coffee cup. All right, this is one of my favorites. In the spring and summer, I hear all the time about heat lightning. I see lightning, but I don't hear thunder. It's really warm and humid outside, so therefore lightning just may be forming because it's so warm outside. Well, heat lightning is not really a thing. Heat lightning is just lightning from a distant storm. Lightning can be seen from really far away. A lot of times storms that are way up over Lake Erie, 50 to 100 miles away, we can see the lightning from those storms, but it's very rare to be able to hear thunder from a distance of more than 10 miles. So a lot of times heat lightning in quotation marks occurs when our sky is pretty clear overhead, but off in the distance you see some lightning, and that's just a really, really distant storm. It has nothing to do with the temperature or the humidity. More appropriate for this time of the year as we get into the fall and winter season, the old Farmer's Almanac. This is something that I hear a lot about as we get into the fall season when we start thinking about the winter forecast. Farmer's Almanac is great for historical information, fun facts and figures. There's even some gardening and cooking and fishing advice in there that's all fantastic. Even some great astronomy information. What the Farmer's Almanac is not good for, weather forecasts. Weather forecasts that are included in the Farmer's Almanac are for entertainment purposes only. There's little or no scientific basis behind those, and our winter forecast typically out in late October. This year it's going to be just a few days later. Look for our science-based winter forecast coming your way during the first week of November. So that's it for today's Wilhelm's Weather Why. Again, if you have any ideas for this video, if there's a particular weather or science or climate topic that you would like me to really take a deep dive into, be sure and pass that along, and thanks as always for watching.